Mhm.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir.
Will students have come?
Sir?
We can start.
Yes, sir.
159. 159.
159, sir.
Okay. So, shall we start, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Madam,
Good
you can give
evening,
some...
everyone. Sir, Gokul, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Please proceed, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to our webinar on rocket science. We are delighted to have participants joining us from across different places, united by the shared curiosity about space, rockets, and the science that makes learning possible. To guide us on this journey, we are honored to have with us some remarkable experts here, especially Dr.A.Sivathanu Pillai, sir, we are known to him as the nuclear physicist, rocket scientist, moreover an administrator known as only as the father of BrahMos Aerospace. And without further delay, let us ignite the engines of curiosity and set our course towards the knowledge. Now I invite our sir to take us through the fascinating world of rocket science and share his expertise with this. And today's session is all about addressing through astronauts in space. Over to you, sir.
Okay, good evening to all of you. Mr. Gogol and organizers, coordinators, teachers, and students. So we have seen 5 classes all about the rocket science, the space, evolution, and then the principle of rocket, and what is the rocket involved, then the various subsystems of the rocket. And we studied the details of propulsion, which is very important component of the rocket itself. And then the overall mission we saw, satellites we saw, then how do we do the design, what is the design philosophy, and different stations, launch stations, and their importance to get a better design. All these details we have seen. So now there are so many astronauts going to International Space Station, or Shukla has gone to ISS. And so there is a lot of curiosity for the people to go to space. People who have become astronauts, they have to go. But the people, ordinary people, they are interested to go to space to as a tourism. So there is a new developments happening in all over the world. There are a lot of interest in becoming astronauts. So that's why we thought that we will talk to you today how to become an astronaut. What is that astronaut means what? How the whole thing is taking place. We are going to see that. So people in space, if you see, let me put these slides in place. Okay. So you see that we see some people we see who have gone to space. The first man who has gone to space is Yuri Gagarin. He's from Russia. In 1961, he went to space. So it's a very remarkable achievement, a man going to space. Then Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. That's also a very important achievement, July 69. And then from India, Rakesh Sharma, the first Indian to go to space. Now Supla went. So 84, Rakesh Sharma went. Then one person walked on space, space walking, moving in space without any help, using his own propulsion, jumping from the rocket, the body, spacecraft. He walked. That is first man to walk is Alexei Leonov. He is also Russian who walked. So now subsequently many people have gone, including our Sunita William also went out of the ISS, and then she was also outside. So that means there are many people who can take risk of going out of the station where they are and then to go to the space. We are going to see all these details in this lecture. So to start with, in 1957, 4th October, the Soviet Union, the present Russia, earlier it was called Soviet Union. So they launched the Sputnik satellite. The man who did the satellite launch vehicle to do that is the famous Korolev. Sergei Korolev was a very important man, an engineer, who designed and developed a rocket called R7 Vostok. That rocket first he made as an ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. It can go 10,000 kilometers range. It can go from one continent to another continent. The same thing he used to put the satellite and then launched it. So the whole credit goes to of satellite launching goes to our friend Korolev. In the name of Korolev, there's a station, there's a propulsion complex is there in St. Petersburg in Russia. So you see, it's a very important place to see to understand what is propulsion. And all these records of the space activities of Russia has been presented in the Space Museum at Moscow. And also the training center is called in the name of Yuri Gagarin Center, that is called Cosmonauts Training Center. Cosmonaut means astronaut training center. Our students who learned rocket science, they went there. They interacted with the cosmonauts and all those things. That happened. So this is a very important development what the Russia initiated to go to space. Immediately after the Sputnik launch, they sent one dog. This dog did not survive because of the vibration, but immediately they sent 2 dogs and they survived. So then they understood that man can survive. That's how they put the man in the orbit. That is the Yuri Gagarin went to space. This is the rocket which he went. Then they thought a woman also should go. So the first woman to go to space is Valentina. She went in 1963. This is the dome, She went and came back in this. This is a landing dome. This dome, she was inside, went to space, orbited, and then finally landed on. This is kept as an exhibition in the Space Museum. This is Alexei Leonov who jumped to space. And the Russians were the first to send the rover to the moon. They sent the rover in 1970. They sent the rover. And they sent the first crewed flight. That is, first flight, the space flight, with the 3 men to space. That was done in 1961. So the Russians took a big lead in the space activities. This has irritated the America. They thought that we are behind, we should make a move. So then they made a big rocket called Saturn. And the Saturn V, they wanted to put the man onto the moon. So that they succeeded. Put the 3 men went in the Apollo 11, and 2 of them landed on the moon. 1 man was circling, and Neil Armstrong became the first man to land on the moon. So they put their flag there and walked on the moon surface. So this is a big achievement from the American side. That is how America took a lead in the space program. Then they thought that they should come together and work. Then they designed together, that is both America and Russia designed together the International Space Station, which was launched in 2000. And this is operational from 2000. Last 25 years it's working. And over 290 individuals have gone from 20 countries have visited the International Space Station. So in the station, 290 individuals have gone. Some of them 2-3 times they have gone. And some have stayed up to 9 months. So it's a very big living place What for they go to space station? That is a 0G, zero gravity. They can do all the experiments in the zero gravity. The main control center for the International Space Station is in Moscow. This is the control center. They operate it. If you go there, you can see the whole operations. You can see I have gone there. So I sat with them and then we were discussing how the whole thing move, what experiments they do, all they explained there. So the Americans also have a parallel control center in Houston, in America. This is how they live inside. If you see inside the space station, you see that the person is upside down. There's no upside down in no direction for them. And since this zero G condition, they can move any type of any movement is possible. So this person is trying to come out of the International Space Station. You can see. So then you need proper dress. Whereas inside, you can be very ordinary dress can be. So ISS space station has made it possible for people to have their presence in space, and space stations laboratories allow crew members to do research that could not be done in anywhere on the ground on the Earth. So the Earth does not give that type of conditions. So scientists also study what happens to the body when the people live in microgravity for a long time. So Russia, America, Japan, Europe, Korea have learned how to keep a spacecraft working well. So these are the people who have gone there and spent a lot of time in the space station. Now you have got Sunita Williams, Indian origin lady, but American. And she went to space a number of times. Recently, she went and got into problem there, stayed for a long time, and she came back. Now she is telling her experience in living in the International Space Station. You see that.
Hello, I'm Sunny Williams. I'm up here on the International Space Station. So this is Node 2. This is a really cool module. Of course, most of these modules you'll see they have 4 sides, and they're put together. That way we could sort of work on a flat
Is the sound
plane,
okay? Sound okay or less?
a wall, a floor.
Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very clear, sir.
I have to increase the sound.
No, clear, sir. We can hear it, sir.
So sound is okay, no?
Sound is okay, sir.
But I feel that sound is less. No problem. Okay.
No, we are hearing it, sir.
But again, all you have to do is turn yourself and your reference changes. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this is where 4 out of 6 of us sleep. And so people always ask about sleeping in space. Do you lie down? Are you in a bed? Not really, because it doesn't matter. You don't really have the sensation of lying down. You just sit in your sleeping bag. So here's one sleep station right here. I'm going in right now. You can follow me if you want. So I'm inside. It's sort of like a little phone booth, but it's pretty comfy. I've got a sleeping bag right here that we sleep in, so we don't have sort of like a little bit of a cover. We don't fly all over the place. But you can sleep in any orientation. I have it feeling like I'm standing up right now, but like you saw, I'm on the floor. But it doesn't matter if I turn over and I sleep upside down. I don't have any sensation in my head that tells me that I'm upside down, so it really doesn't matter. The sleep station is also like a little office. We've got a computer in here. As you can see, we've got a couple little toys. I've got some books. I've got some clothes and other things that make it sort of like home. I'm coming out. And just for reference, that's one sleep station. This one's another, right here. There's one on the ceiling, if you want to call it, right here. And then there's a 4th on the other wall over here. So all of us sleep in a little bit of a circle. All right, come on back. There's more to show you. I know that there's some questions about how to use the bathroom And how do you actually live in space like normal, like at home? I mentioned real quickly about getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth and washing your face. Well, how do you do that? Well, here is the bathroom, essentially. You get up in the morning, and we have a little kit, and it has all the essential things that you need, like your toothbrush and toothpaste and brush. See how much better the brush makes my hair look? I'm just joking. It still stands up straight. It doesn't matter where you are. It's always going to stand up straight while you're up in space. A lot of people ask about toothbrush and toothpaste. So, luckily enough, toothpaste, you can do it upside right this way, is sticky, and so it sticks to your toothbrush. No problem. Another cool thing is that water sticks to your toothbrush too. If you can see it, I'll have some water come out. The water is pretty neat up in space. It'll stick to your toothbrush, and it will make a big bubble. And that's just by surface tension. And then you can drink it. So a lot of people ask about what do you do with the toothpaste after you brush your teeth. Two options. Swallow it, and it's sort of like mouthwash, but it tastes a little gross. Or you can just spit it out in a paper towel, and then you don't have to worry about it. Swallowing thing I wouldn't recommend at home. I'm only up here for 4 months, so it's not that bad. One of the most pressing questions about living in space, of course, is the bathroom. So let's take a look at that little piece of work. Come on in. Here we are at the throne. This is awesome. You might see the little, you might have noticed the little moon on the outside. This is our orbital outhouse right here. And of course, it serves for two functions. Number 2, right here. I'll show you. But you see it's pretty small, so you have to have pretty good aim, and you be ready to make sure things get let go the right direction. And it smells a little bit, so I'm closing it up. And that's, of course, for number 2. And this guy right here is for number 1. So they're sort of two slightly separate functions, but you can do a little, essentially both, by hanging on right here and doing number 1 and number 2. I might add it's color-coded, so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1. And also, there's a selection of paper. People always ask about toilet paper. What do you do with toilet paper? What kind of toilet paper do you have? We have gloves, just because sometimes it does get messy. We have some Russian wipes, which are a little bit coarse if you like the coarse type of toilet paper. We have some nice tissues, which are nice and soft if you like soft toilet paper. We have Huggies, just for any cleanup. You know, we were all babies once, and this sort of helps. And then if things get really out of control, we have disinfectant wipes, just to make sure we clean up here. Because, you know, just like the water I showed you, the number 1 stuff can sort of go all over the place if you don't aim correctly. And did I mention both of these have a little bit of suction, so they should keep things going in the right direction. But like I said, sometimes things get a little out of control if you are out of control yourself flying around. So we have lots of protective stuff. And of course, you do have your privacy. There's a little door, so other people know that you're in there. Here's a pretty cool place. This is sort of like in your house where everybody meets in the morning. After you wash your face, brush your teeth, you want to find something for breakfast. And this is our kitchen. You might notice there's all sorts of foods here. It's like opening the refrigerator. You got all your different stuff that you want to have: drinks, meats, eggs, vegetables, cereals, bread, snacks, and that's a good place. That's where you find all the candy. Side dishes, and then some little power bars just in case. So we have all this type of food. Some of it is dehydrated, and so we have to hydrate it, fill it up with water. Some of it is already made, and then all we have to do is heat it up. So something like this, I'm pulling out barbecued beef brisket. Pretty yummy. Not only is this food made in the U.S., but we also have food here from Japan. We've got Russian food. As you can see, all these red containers are filled with food that's from Russia. And then we get some of our specialty stuff, some things that we like, some of our favorite stuff that your family can send up. In fact, I like fluffernutters, and so I got sent up some fluff so I could make my fluffernutter with peanut butter. So you have a lot of food up here, no problems.
So this is our friend Shukla, who went there and he completed a lot of experiments. 7 experiments he did. That is the this is the seed sprouting that which he has carried out. Then crop seeds. This is seeds, again seeds only. Then some human interaction with electronic display. Then there are different types of experiment. The algae and electronic displays. All these things he did. So these experiments, and also he worked with a small, insect also he made it. These all these things are happening there. So this is how to live in space in a microgravity. So from Earth to orbit, 5 people have gone from India or Indian origin. Number 1 is Rakesh Sharma and Shukla. They lived in India. They went as Indian, both of them, to the top. One from Soviet Union, other man from Russia, the America. So he went in the Soyuz launch vehicle. This man went in the Falcon and went to ISS. So Sunita Williams, Kalpana Chawla. Then this girl also went recently, this Shirsha Bandla. She is from Andhra Pradesh. She was raised in the United States. She studied aeronautical engineering and worked in a private space company. And she flew in the Virgin Galactic, the Unity 22 as a suborbital mission. She went down, just went up and then came down. And this is the new one that Virgin is offering for the people to go. So there she went. But apart from that, Kalpana Chawla, she is also an aeronautical engineer. She became a US citizen and joined NASA in 1994. And in 97, she flew abroad. And then again went in the 80s, she went again. So she went two times she went. Sunita Williams has gone 3 times to space, mostly to the International Space Station. So these are the 5 people we are proud of as Indian roots. Women in space. There are so many women now going to space. India is also planning to make women astronaut. Presently, we have 4 astronauts now trained in Russia, but we want more Indians to be trained. So some women are also going to be selected. So this Valentina, the first lady to go to space in 1963. Then this Shelley, American, she is the first American lady to go in 83. And then this is first black lady, Jamison. And this is Peggy Whitson. She is also a very important lady because she went out of the ISS and then did a lot of work outside experiments she did. She is supposed to be a very famous lady spending more time outside the space station. So just to tell you, these are the people, Alexei, then William. Then you see that spacewalk. This title is here is a spacewalk. Let's not see. So this is spacewalk. First US spacewalk. You see Gemini 4. He put that umbilical and then he went out. They're afraid. They came. But Alexei was a very courageous fellow. Then Sunita Williams also set a new record. For 62 hours, she spent outside. This is the first female, the Russian female, lasting 3 hours and 34 minutes. She was outside. She was in the spacewalk she did, 1984. And 2 astronauts, American astronauts, came out and then they walked together outside. Then there's a crew, only women crew in ISS. They also went out and then did that spacewalk. So there are a number of people now going for spacewalk. That is going out of the ISS space station and then doing experiment and then going out and to show that they can do some repair. They can you see this is the repair what they are doing. This outside they are doing. So this Kalpana Chawla, this is a very important message for you. It is not that always it is safe. Like aeroplane, we go, sometimes accidents happen. So in the space also accidents happen. This space shuttle Columbia, there was a problem. The 7 astronauts went there and they did not return. So what happened to them was that they went in the space shuttle like this.
And we have a go for auto sequence start. Columbia's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 20 seconds and counting.
So Kalpana Chawla is sitting in that space
15
shuttle.
seconds.
This is a space shuttle. This is a
11,
storage.
10,
These are the 2 solid rockets.
8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with a multitude of national and international space research experiments.
Houston now controlling the flight of Columbia, the international research mission finally underway.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Columbia now rolling on to the proper azimuth for a 39-degree inclination to orbit. Shuttle in a heads-down, wings level position for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 30 seconds into the flight, the 3 liquid fuel main engines beginning to throttle back in a 3-step fashion to 72% of rated performance, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it breaks through the sound barrier. 104% of rated performance.
Now I want to tell you what happened. So the space shuttle, they did the experiments for about 14 days. They have not gone out. It is in the space shuttle itself inside. They were there and did a lot of experiments and then they were coming back. Well, coming back, and when it is re-entering into the atmosphere, the whole thing blasted. Why blasted? There was a review of that whole thing, and that's what you are going to see now. What really happened? Why the space shuttle blasted, and all the 7 of them were killed. So while the launch was taking place, a piece of the foam which was covering the cryogenic tank, it fell. You can see that it is falling. We have covered with the thermocol. A piece of that is falling down. This hit on the thermal protection system. You can see that. So it is falling. One pound, that is 0.45 kg, that is half a kg of the foam came and hit the panel. See that? The piece is coming, hitting the thermal protection system, that is backside of the space shuttle. And then that has made an opening. See that one. It's a small opening it made because of the hit. So then immediately after seeing this in the takeoff film, they formed a committee, NASA, and did the scrutiny, and they presented to the Congress saying that this is not going to give any problem to them. Let them come back. They will safely come back. That was the report. So this is the thermal protection system, what you see here, the black portion. NASA said there's no problem. It will not give any harm to the space shuttle. That was their conclusion. But during the re-entry, flame entered through that hole, entered into that. And see, February 1, 2003, shuttle made its usual this one, just before 9 a.m. There was some normal reading because of the heat. The instruments got burnt. Over America, speed is 18 times speed of sound. That is 18 Mach number. The hole on the left wing allowed atmospheric gases to feed into the shuttle. Shuttle broke. Immediately lost the sensors and broke into pieces. All the astronauts died. NASA to be blamed for giving that thing. So next launch of the space shuttle, so same thing happened. So then NASA told the astronaut to come out of the, from the space shuttle and repair that tile. They pasted it, and then they came back safely. Then they thought this space shuttle is not safe. So far in the 2 space shuttle accidents, 14 astronauts died. So they thought the space shuttle is not a good thing to do. So they stopped the space shuttle. So the Saturn big program was stopped after the Apollo 17, and then the space shuttle was also stopped. So they now want to go again to space. That means they have to develop a new system. That is what they have done, the SLS. That is satellite launch system, the new one, which we have seen in our earlier thing. So these are the people gone with the space. So the 14 people from the shuttle, and you can see that totally USA lost 15 people, 14 shuttle and one person lost the earlier occasion. And Russia lost 4 people, 1 plus 3 they lost. So and on the ground they lost. These are the people who are not returned to the earth. So this is space is 19, then ground one Russian and 4 Americans on the ground itself. So that is the risk is there. Always a risk is there. So we have to be careful in doing the whole thing. So space mission is not that easy. So India is going for the human space program. So we have to take care of all the re-entry. Everything has to be properly taken care of so that the accidents are prevented. Now, the another important thing is the re-entry, the reusability. That means when you do the launch, you do, and the booster, you return back to the Earth and make it land safely so that it can be reused. So this is one program which was initiated by Elon Musk very successfully. Let us see what he has done. So this is the, how he recovers. That is this Phillips Falcon. So we are showing 5 experiments. We are showing where landing took place. Some of them failed initially, then later he made it success. So this is the booster coming back. Well, coming back, it has got the ignites, the thruster operates, slows down the speed and lands it properly on the place where it is located to land. So now let us look at that very carefully. You can look at it. So this is the return. It is on the sea. There's a barge. It is on the barge. You can see a barge. So it is coming down and it was not that stable landing. So the whole thing goes down and explodes. So initially there are a lot of failures, but now you can see the successful landings. So this is on the Kennedy Space Center, where they have marked the place where it should land. It's coming back. The booster is coming back and lands. This is again on the same barge. See that here it is a stable landing. There is no problem. They recovered the booster. A very successful recovery. Now they have perfected the system of landing on the barge in the sea. This is on the land again. So the reusability is a very important aspect for a launch vehicle to reduce the cost, because you can reuse the booster, which is the most costliest part of the rocket body. So you can get back that whole thing. So this is the Dragon crew model. It's called crew model, where the 3 astronauts, they stay there and then at the top, and then they go and it docks with the ISS, and the astronauts move from here to inside. 3 or 4 people can go at a time. So maximum, I think, 4. So like USA has done, Russia has done, the Chinese have also done for a space station. They have also made it. So the first China man to go to space, this is Yang Liwi, is the first woman to go to space. So how did they go? They went there in the rocket, big rocket, and went into the spacecraft and moved. So 2003 onwards, the Chinese, they have got a continuous program, and they have made a space station like ISS. Their own space station is there where the people go. So just you will see this, what they have done. This is the type of launch they have got, China.
China's manned space program began in secrecy. There was no live coverage of the launch. The first time the Chinese public knew of the event was a half hour after they had a man in space.
So he's the first Chinese who went to space. So the president of China at the time, who was the president? So he is announcing that we will send the man to space. So this happened in 2003. We are trying to send the man into space now. You see the difference between China and India.
They can be shown.
So this chap is going down inside and he will be there in the place. They are very crude systems they have got, but very successful. So he is going to space. He's inside. While going, they have taken this photograph or video.
Launched a man into space.
So this video, he is looking through the window where he is going. All his actions are monitored.
It was a remarkable journey. And shape. It's safe. And in an emergency abort,
so this acceleration. So there are so many experiments you have to do on the astronaut. These are the available things in the Gagarin Center where our people have gone. So after all this training, only he is made to get into the rocket to go up.
Set foot in the real thing. China call itself a great nation. Seconds after.
So now number of launches are taking place in China, and they have got that people are going to the space station. I will show that. So this is the space station, the Chinese space station is orbiting around 400 kilometer altitude. So there, this is the ground view of that. So they are trained on the ground, and they are trained in the zero-G conditions. These are all established by them now. China has got their own facilities to train the astronauts. And now these are the astronauts who are in their space station, like ISS. This is a Chinese space station they're having. So this is you can see that they have made it very successfully. So far, more than 20 Chinese astronauts have gone there. So when we talk about the Indian astronauts, we talk about the Gaganyaan mission. So 4 Air Force pilots have been trained, including Supla. And when I go to space, and then when you want to go out of the space station, want to walk, then you need a dress, proper dress. So this is the type of a dress, So details we will see later. So the first is the training. This is a Yuri Gagarin Center, where our astronauts are trained. So this is a big center. You can see the center where we all went there. So this has got different facilities. The ISS training module. So inside what is there, all the things are. This is same as the space station, then same as the Swiss station, and then Mir station. They have a number of stations where they have trained the people. And then each individually, there are a number of experiments they have to do. This is the acceleration. So that's called a centrifuge, where the astronauts are kept, and then the whole thing moves around, revolves. Then this is zero-G gravity test. Then there are water pressure tests. So many tests are there. There are 26 tests are here. They have to go through the 26 chambers to understand. There are a lot of photographs we have taken. I think Google can show you about our students went there and then what they have seen. So this is our major program, and this is Shukla went to the ISS. He did the experiments which I said. So we have also experimented the recovery part, which is a very dangerous one. So we have put the module to the orbit and then recovered, and how we recover it. All those the experiments have been successfully done. So India plans to go for Chandrayaan 4 now, CH4. So this is, we will be doing docking, we'll be doing refueling. We will also demonstrate they taking the material from there and then coming back. So like that, then we are going for the fifth mission, Chandrayaan, and sixth and seventh. 4 and 5 already plans are ahead. 6 and 7 we'll do later. And in during this time, we will be establishing our own station, 2035, and Indian landing on the moon is 2040. And our space station or our factory on the moon is 2045, summer, lunar base. So for that, we are designing new launch vehicles. Yeah, these are the new launch vehicles which are going to be there for the faster movement. So ultimately, we want to reach the moon in 4 days instead of 40 days now. 4 days, so all the plans are had. So what we do after going to the moon? So moon provides a lot of opportunities for the new materials. So we are trying to excavate those materials and bring it. And then we want to see that whether we can live there or not. So the Americans have launched a program called Artemis. This Artemis, under the Artemis program, these are the Artemis modules. What they want to do is, these are the flights they have gone, they have planned. One flight already taken place where the crew module went around the moon and came back. But there are 4 more they have scheduled. And finally, they will land on the moon and settle down there. So for long. So NASA is planning to send the first woman to the moon also. She will also land on the moon. So these are the type of activities they are planning. They want to have a bigger vehicle for the movement. And there are a number of things they are planning. Their station, they are going to put the communication towers there. They're going to have the nuclear power station there. All these things have been planned. So 2027, not 26, 27, they are going to have their activities on the moon. And China is planning to settle down on the moon in 29. And the China and Russia have joined together. This is the moon nuclear power plant going to be put up by Russia. They're going to have a nuclear station there to generate power. And the raw material is available there itself. So that is what they are trying to do. Then water is available means then you can have the fuel ready from there. All these things are planned. This is a type of station where they are going to stay. So Indian plan is that we want to recover the helium-3. Helium-3 is a very important resource, energy resource material, a non-radiating material. Unlike uranium, helium-3 is a non-radiating material. So this is available plenty on the moon. Millions of tons are lying there. In the absence of atmosphere there, all of them are lying there. And once you recover this material, so you need a proper recovery system. So we got a robot here. Robot excavates all these things, then seeds out, then finally bottles the helium-3. And this helium-3 will be transported to the earth here. And we will be having the energy produced by helium-3 on fusion. So there's 2 things. One is called fission, where the isotopes are split. And then another one is called fusion, where the isotopes are assembled together. So fused together. uranium is what we have today in the atomic power, nuclear power. It's called fission, where the uranium, we have got a Kudankulam power station, the number of stations are the Kalpakkam, all these places, what they do, they split the uranium isotopes and then try to get the energy. That gives a lot of radiation. So safety-wise, it is not very, very good. Whereas when you go for helium-3, you have to fuse with deuterium to generate energy, and helium-3 being a non-radiating material, your radiation is much less, almost nil. So power-wise also, the energy which is produced by helium-3 is 100 times better than uranium. So future is helium-3 for generating power. So that is why people are more interested now. After understanding helium-3 is there, the Americans and Russians are thinking of going to moon again. Also, space is going to be it's a resource. Future is going to be very interesting. The orbiting hotel, where you can, like revolving restaurant you have got, like that orbiting hotels are going to be there. From 2027 is the first orbiting hotel, where you can go to space, go to the hotel and have your food there and stay there. And after 5 days, you can stay and then come back. So that type of excursions are going to be there in the future. So that is why the space has become very important. It is not only you can see the different thing, 10 and the polar orbit hotels. These are the plans. Co-orbital hotels, propellant stations from where you can take the propellant and feed to the satellites which are going to have, not to have the propellant, you can feed the propellant, you can fill the propellant. Then your sports, the equatorial sports will start in space. Like the sports there for the skiing and other thing, it will be there. Then you can see daily scheduled lunar flights. Like our aircraft going, lunar flights will be scheduled. You can go to the moon. People will like to go to the moon. These are all 2050 plans. So 2030 onwards, space travel will become ordinary travel. So we need to have stations where the people can be trained to live in space. That means physically they have to fit. So those stations are going to come. Our station is going to be established in Bangalore. ISRO is going to. So for training so the business is going to be big. So many people are eyeing to get into space economy. And also travel. If you look at this future travel, you want to go to one place to another place.
Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. The Indian Space Agency, ISRO, may not be the most well-known space agency across the world. However, even with a small budget and a late start compared to other countries, its achievements have been. We will investigate the power has been to send in. For instance, the Russians have docked with the ISS, a female humanoid robot named Vyomitra. This humanoid robot will be part of both the manned and unmanned missions of Gaganyaan. During the uncrewed missions, Vyomitra can mimic human functions and will record parameters such as blood pressure and heart rate. Vyomitra will also be able to recognize and understand astronauts, and ISRO hopes to see if she can be of some help to them during the manned mission. Other space companies see the value in a robotic colleague too. Recently, SpaceX sent an anthropomorphic test dummy named Ripley. Now, of course, humanity already has a lot of experience in low Earth orbit. So there we have it, a look at some of the exciting at a coffee shop while still being secure. You can even take a laptop. They also allow up to 6. Thanks for watching.
So now other important problems we have to solve in space is the crowding of orbits and the debris. So the orbits are getting crowded because many satellites are being launched in the same orbit, and there's a possibility of collision. And now the new problem is debris. How many debris are there? You can see 130 million pieces less than 1 centimeter, small pieces, 1 million pieces of 10 centimeter, 36,000 pieces of above 10 centimeter. Total 9,000 tons are orbiting around the Earth. And 630 collisions have already taken place. One debris to collide with another debris, one debris to collide with the live satellite. You can see this is a live satellite. One debris hit that solar panels and that got into problem. This is another one is hitting the top antenna. And recently one debris of Russia hit a live satellite of America. So space war has started there. So finally what you see in 57, the Earth was so good. And now you see that how so many junks are there. So this is also a big problem in space. So that is to be removed now. So there's NASA has established a new radar observatory which gives you very accurate data on the debris, size of the debris, velocity of the debris, where exactly it is located. All details are available. It is open, available. You can also see in the net. So these debris have to be removed. So many ideas have come. NASA and European Space Agency, they are working together. Japan also is trying to help. So these are the people who are designing number of methods to collect the debris. So like SpaceNet, so many other methods they are saying, and then they're trying to experiment. Nearly 20 concepts have come, and they will very soon they will deploy so that all the debris can be collected. Another problem is the asteroid. There are 26,000 asteroids are now coming towards Earth. You know, where is the asteroid? You know, that asteroid belt is there and above Mars. So these asteroids are trying to create a problem for us. So one of the asteroids, 65 million years before, this asteroid hit on the Earth in Mexico. Yeah. It was so, the shock was so unbearable. All the, that dinosaurs died. The whole world, all the Earth, all species died 65 million years before because of this hit. It's a very huge asteroid, like a football stadium. And this asteroid had created a very big, movement of the Earth. So you can see that hit to the radiation out of the hit. And this is the hole, there's a big hole created by that. It is in Mexico. So this is a dangerous thing. If there's an asteroid is so big, then we will all die. So we have to protect our human being from the asteroid hitting. So this is the asteroid belt. You can see this is the asteroid belt. So Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. After that, this belt is there. Okay, after the belt, you have got Saturn, Jupiter, and then all the other two. So these are one belt. There's another belt is also there. After all these things, there's another belt. So these asteroids are not going to leave us. Very dangerous. So they see the one asteroid, it is going to hit on the Earth. This asteroid is named as Itokawa, named after a Japanese person. And he has identified the orbit of that. And it is going to intercept Earth or Mars, it will intercept. Another asteroid called Apophis. This is 2068. It is going to hit on the Earth. So they have studied now. All the asteroids patterns have been studied. Their speed has been studied. Where it is heading for have been done. And many of them are passing by. They are not going to hit. But some of them are going to hit. So how do we do that? So one way is to collect all the asteroids. You have to send a spacecraft which will catch the asteroid and move it from there, or deflect it by new methods is the redirecting the direction of the asteroid. Slight shift of the asteroid, it will go away from the Earth. So that's also being considered. This is catching, and various asteroid studies have been made. One experiment NASA has done, this is the beautiful experiment they have done, is called double asteroid redirection test they have made, and then they hit on one asteroid and then deflected it. So the NASA is very keen to see that asteroids don't hit on the Earth. So we see many things are happening, and ultimately what we are looking at is when you look at the space, it's going to be very important, including the space flight and our the telescopes are doing very well. We are thinking of solar power satellites, mining in planets and asteroids, complete reusability of the vehicles. Of all the things, if the Earth is not going to be there, we have to live in another Earth. So we are locating 2 Earths. We have located one Proxima b, which is 4 light years, and also we have located 7 planets equal to the Earth in TRAPPIST-1 star. So this is 40 light years away. So this is the best place because all the findings today is that it has got water. It's as good as Earth. These are there. So there are many possibilities are going to be there for the future. So how to reach that place or how to increase the speed of travel, all those things are very important if you want to reach that place. So when our research activity will be going to be very, very interesting for the future. First one is to beat the light speed. We should travel at the speed of light or above, more than that. So is it possible? That's a question. So there's some experiments show that it is possible. So the thing is that we should realize that when you realize the speed of light, then your weight is not counted, your age is not counted. As you are, you will be able to travel to any place on any star, any planet you can travel above the sun's solar system. So that is what is required if you want to go to Proxima b, you want to go business. But how the aliens are doing, we do not know. They are staying here in Proxima b, they are coming to our moon. So they have found out the method to travel. So they are more advanced compared to the human being. So we should understand from them what are the techniques they have got so that we will be able to adopt those techniques and then try to go faster to different places. So this is the future. I'm talking about 100 year, 2100 and afterwards, how we are going to be, where the earth is not safe. Earth is every time Earth is being discussed, the climate change is discussed, things are becoming worse. Humans, they are generating 51 billion tons of carbon dioxide every year. So there is going to be a big problem on the Earth. A solution to solve all problems is not very clear. People are trying, going for renewable energy, so many things not to produce carbon dioxide, all being tried, but still there are a lot of things to be done. So definitely Earth will not be livable after certain time. Definitely the sun will die. So, but human race should not die. Like the Dionysus died, we don't want to die. Human race should live. So for living human race, we have to find an alternate place to go and settle down. So that is the for the future vision for the human being. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful session. As we have able to recollect that necessity, the mother of invention and innovation, and as per your guidance and your shared beliefs and insights about the astronauts and various other topics related to rocket science, our students, I hope that they have enjoyed the session at the same time that they have got an intellectual feeding through you in a very consistent way, sir. And the students now are requested to post your queries to sir so that sir can able to clarify and we can learn among yourself with your insightful questions. And as was said by Dr. Balamurugan sir as well as Gokul's students, you are expected to ask one question ahead so that we can give chances to majority of the students, and through them we can go with intellectual learning much easier and faster.
So today you can ask any question of all the 6 classes. Because we almost completed our rocket science program. I have condensed it. Normally we do 10 classes, but I have already condensed and then made it in the 6 classes. You can ask any question.
Kabilan, you can allow the participants to the.
Okay, sir.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sheikh Adil from Velmal Metric. Sir, about space collisions, as ISRO and any of its satellites been part of any space collisions, and is ISRO working on methods or tracking systems to stop this space collisions and keep Indian satellites safe?
Yes, it's a good question. What we do is we know the debris movement. So all our launches are scheduled to see that we avoid the debris hitting. So you just put the time of the launch such a way that there's a clear space available to cross over. Because mostly on the low Earth orbit, the debris are there, so we cross over the debris place. So there's no collision has taken place for the ISRO. And ISRO is also not planning to remove the debris now. They only talk about it. Only NASA and European Space Agency, they are very serious about the removing of the debris. But ISRO,
Okay, sir.
so far, no collision has happened.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my name is Monish. I'm studying in Wales Global School, 9th standard. Sir, you said ISRO spaceships have not collided. Has any other spaceship from other countries collided?
Yeah. Many things have happened. I
What will
showed you something, 630 collisions have taken place already.
yes, sir.
The collisions are there. American
Okay.
satellite was hit by a debris of Russia. Just now I told. Collisions
Sir,
are taking place.
what will happen if they collide, sir?
The satellite will not, good satellite will get damaged.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ashada, you can ask your question, ma.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I have a what is about how we calculate the asteroid? How will it affect our Earth?
Didn't follow. How?
How we calculate the asteroid will affect our Earth in the certain place? You
That's
tell
all. How do you know that asteroids the details? That's why I showed you on radar, The radar gives you the detail about all the movements of the asteroids. And we have got telescopes. Telescopes are there. They also monitor. So all details of the space is known through the telescopes mainly, and also the ground stations. We have got number of telescopes on the ground also. One is the moving telescopes in the space, as well as there are a number of telescopes on the ground through which we know where are the asteroids, which speed it is coming, all can be calculated.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Shri Dhanlakshmi of studying 9th standard in UAC school. You had said that the Russians are planning to establish nuclear power plants on moon, but how can they transport the electricity from moon to Earth, sir?
No, for their working. They're working on the moon. So on the moon also they need power, no? Because they have to operate many systems, they have to operate. So the power need you cannot take it from the ground. So they need to have the power. That means you have to have the large batteries and all you have to take. Instead of that, they want to generate power there and then they will use it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So there are materials which are available on the moon which can also be used. Apart from that, they may take uranium from here.
Sir, may I?
Wilson.
Yes. Sir, I'm Sai Pranav from Puducherry studying in grade 7 of Pedasamana CBC school, sir. As you said that NASA was planning for a mission to redirect the trajectory of the asteroid, no, sir. How come a small mass body can divert the trajectory of that big asteroid, sir?
So when you are in space, you can lift 10,000 tons by your hand. Is it possible? When you are going in space, you can lift 10,000 tons. How do you do that? Is it possible?
I'm not sure about it, sir.
What is in space? There is no gravity. What do you mean by weight? Something you cannot lift on the ground. Why? Gravity.
Gravity.
But when there's no gravity, there's no problem of lifting. Okay?
I can understand, sir.
It is in space. Space has no gravity there. The earth gravity is not acting there. So you need only little force to push it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir,
Wilson.
sir, how Sunita Williams
Not here, not good. Your sound is not good. Wilson, speak properly.
Sir, how Sunita Williams get oxygen in space?
So next person, Wilson, switch off. Next person. Velamol. 45. Velamol.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am B. Dashandra from class 9A Velamal Vidyalaya, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I have a question regarding Falcon booster, sir. Sir,
Falcon?
Falcon booster, sir. Sir, in one of the experiment video, you have shown that the Falcon booster is returning to the Earth on ocean, sir. Sir, my doubt here is the main mission of the Falcon booster is to deliver the rocket to the atmosphere, no, sir. Then it should use most of its fuel, sir. Then how is it having its center mass, sir? That means it should not have any stability, no, sir. There's no center gravity.
No, see, when it is going up, it is imparting the required velocity to the next stage and it is getting separated. When after separation, it is the direction of that is turned. See, it has got certain fuel left to do the redirection and the fuel to come back. So when it is coming back, it's easy to come back because the gravity also helps it. So it comes back with greater speed. But with speed, if it comes, it will hit on the earth. So what they do, they fire another vernier rockets, which gives the force which will reduce the speed, and then they direct it. There's the total guidance system, like we do all these. Chandrayaan program we landed. Same principle. So it has got the thrusters to direct the booster to come to the right place, and verticality and soft landing it does on the land. Then it is collected back and refurbished and it is reused. So you save a lot of money because of the reusability of the booster. So it can be collected back. It has got a certain fuel is left for recovery back.
Okay, sir. That means the fuel is acting as the center weight, no, sir. That means it should have the center gravity and stability, no, sir.
Yeah, it will have.
Sir, and also I have another doubt, sir. Sir, is the stand of the booster is equilateral shape, sir? The angles between the stand is having equal angles, sir.
Yeah. You have seen the tripod type of lander. So
yes,
that is released. That is, what they do is they release that one. Then it is landing is possible, like moon landing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, next question.
Nirmanio PSS.
Sri Dhanalakshmi Darshan Rao.
Sir, I had clarified the doubt with Siddhant Pillai, sir.
You already asked the question. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Harini, St. John's.
Sir, good evening, sir. I'm Harini from St. John's, sir. Sir, I have a question based on the Falcon booster too, sir. Sir, when the Falcon booster separates, it's traveling nose first towards the Earth, sir. So how does it manage to reorient and land the engine first on its tail, sir?
Correct. That is, there are thrusters, thrusters. Small rockets attached to that. So when it's going up, it is going, the direction is up. So what it does, it turns. You give a force at the top, it will turn immediately.
Okay,
it turns. It turns, then they balance it. There's a system of stabilization. So it is stabilized, and the booster, they do a firing. It comes down. Then you need to control the flight speed. Then they do the soft landing speed. Then when it comes closer to the place, they locate the place. There's a camera which locates. There's a whole thing is planned such a way that landing is smooth. Then the tripod comes out and then it lands it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, next question.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes,
My
sir,
name
good.
is R. Sanjeev Kumar from Velamal Vidya Ashram, Surapet, sir.
Sir,
you have showed us the video of Mrs. Sumita Williams, sir, in the ISS. Sir, why does her hair actually stand up in the ISS, sir?
See, the whole place is a vacuum, no? It's a vacuum. We are talking about vacuum. What our hair is when you have your hair on the earth, the hair is not lifting up. But when you go into space in a vacuum condition, any direction can move. Some people, and if you apply oil properly and then comb it, then it will get controlled. But she is not doing that. She is allowing it free,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Agathiar from Saira Matriculation Higher Secondary School, West Tambaram. Sir, I have doubt. As you told that Newton found the gravity through falling of apple, then who found the space and universe, sir? That there is a space and universe.
See, this is like you are asking a very small question. What we are talking about is the identifying what is in space. So first people started thinking about stars. Oh, there's a stars, there's a moon, there's a sun. That's what we knew. Then the telescopes came. So Galileo introduced the telescope. Then he looked at the space. Then he found it is not only the stars with the planets, what you know, you have got Neptune, you have got Uranus. That he introduced that. Then he said that's all the planets which are going around in this one. Then the theory came, which is how it is going around the sun. So then the point came gravity. Oh, then there are other stars are there. So how the stars are there? What happens to the star? Then you send a telescope and find out, flying telescope, and then find out what is there in space. Then they see the Hubble telescope gave a lot of information about the movement of the galaxies. So like that, one step by step, people started finding out what is there. And then finally, now you have got a beautiful telescope which is able to locate 13.2 billion years, billion, and the time wise. 13.8 billion years is the universe. 13.2 billion year star has been identified by the James Webb. So like this, people are finding out one by one. Slowly, they are getting into know that.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. I have a doubt regarding the re-landing of the booster, sir. The landers are made up of cement or something like of the material, right, sir? So, if due to the extreme temperature of the booster, won't the cement crack?
No, there's a coating. All the flames, when it comes, the temperature is 2500 degrees centigrade. So there's a protection given. All our launch vehicle launching, when you are launching the booster, when it burns, it is going to hit on that surface, So if you go to Sarigota, you will find out they give you a nice coating. There's a proper thing, reflection of the flame. All those things are there. You can see that. So similarly, landing time, the landing place, the thrust level is not that big because you are controlling the flame. You are making it almost very soft landing you are making. So the danger because of that is much less. So you see, small coating itself is sufficient to protect the surface.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, myself, Kalai Selvan from Velamal Vidyashram School, sir. Sir, we know that light act as both particle nature as well as wave nature. And also you said that any particle which attain the speed of light, we can consider such particle as a zero mass. Then what would be the mass of the light particle itself, sir? I guess it would be zero. Am I correct?
No. What I said is, if the what E equal to mc squared, that formula says C is constant. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir,
the energy what is coming out, it depends proportional to the mass now. Okay. Now the mass becomes immaterial if you are able to achieve the speed of light. There's a mass is there. Mass is not zero. Mass is there, but it remains as it is. It will not change. It will not change. So that is what the Einstein said. So if you are traveling in the speed of light, you are remaining as it is.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So your age is not counted. You can go for long distance. You can go like the Voyager is traveling beyond the solar system. It has traveled, gone 40 years. It has completed. So there's no change in that. So space
Yes,
is
sir.
a
As per
beautiful.
the theory of relativity only, no,
Yes,
sir.
yeah, right.
Sir, my name is Prajwal Sanju. I'm from grade 8 Wales Global School, Mogapet, Chennai, sir. How is the gravity of other planets calculated, sir, and other stars also, sir?
See, all depends on the movement. All telescopes only. All the telescopes, they say that what is the movement involved. From the movement, they calculate back what is the pull it is giving. Then from the pull, they understand what is that mass it has got. From mass and the pull force, they calculate the gravity.
The gravity of Earth, sir?
Gravity of that planet. Different planets are there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Gravity of the planet was told by Newton long back. Next question. Any more question?
Sir, I am Nandita from URC school, sir.
Yeah.
The gravity is at the inside of the Earth.
What is URC school? URC is what?
URC Paranormal Metric Higher Secondary School, sir. In Erode.
Erode. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
The gravity is at the inside of the Earth, sir. But why does the gravity is not in the space?
Gravity, some mass is required for gravity. What Newton has told? Gravity is between two masses, M1, M2 and all I told you,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, between the two masses. There should be mass. Otherwise, gravity is not there. So space has got some particles.
Okay, sir.
Mainly the gravity comes from the star and the planets they have got. Our sun has got nearly 95% of the gravity pull on all the planets. That's why they are going around the sun. If the planet has got more gravity, then sun will not do that. The planet will do that operation.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Gravity, okay.
Good
Sir,
evening,
good
sir.
evening, sir.
I
Yes.
am G. Niraksha. I am G. Niraksha of Kundu Subya Pillai. How would an Indian lunar factory contribute to the space?
How?
How would an Indian lunar factory contribute to the space?
How the Indian lunar mission is contributing to space?
Space. Yes, sir.
Indian lunar mission is to understand the lunar mission, what is there in the on the moon, what type of resources are there, minerals are there, water, all those things to find out, and then to see that how we can extract those things for the benefit of the people living on the earth.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Thanks.
Ask your question.
Thank you, sir.
Priyadarshini.
Good evening, sir. I'm from KSA High Tech School, Priyadarshini, sir. 8th standard, sir. My doubt is about there is no other living organism in space, sir.
Living organism in space. Space,
Yes, sir.
living organism in space means space, or you're talking about other planets?
Other planets, sir.
That is why aliens are there. What is alien means what? Okay. Next question.
Good evening, sir. I'm Sai Mukundan of Velamal Metric. How a stellar nebula is being formed, sir?
Nebulas are formed from the, this is all the things are based on the, the fundamental thing is you have got the certain nebulas generate stars.
Okay, sir.
From nebula only stars are coming. So
Yes, sir.
how the nebula comes, that is if the big star dies and becomes a, the supernova. It's called supernova. From
Okay, sir.
supernova, the nebulas come, and then the stars come. That is a phenomena which is there, which we talked about in the first class.
Okay, sir. So then the supernova can also be created as a nebula now, sir.
Yes, yes.
Apart from the black holes and neutron stars.
No, finally black hole.
Okay, sir.
The black hole comes later. From
Okay, sir.
supernova, nebula, and then the gas diffuses. Then it becomes a white star or some other form. It takes small stars to become different. Big stars become the black hole.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am P. Rajagopalan from Javagar Higher Secondary School, CBSE, sir. In space station, how the astronauts breathe without the oxygen reservoirs, which you have shown the video about Sunita Williams, sir.
Yeah, oxygen is there. See, it's a close to space. Like the aeroplane you are going. You are going at an altitude of 30,000 meters above, right? Have you gone in aeroplane?
No, sir.
No. So when people go in the aeroplane, they breathe there, How they breathe? It has got oxygen there. So like
Yes,
that,
sir.
the space station has got oxygen for the people to breathe.
Sir, it has a lot amounts of oxygen or...
Yeah, whatever required. Not lot amount. Whatever required, they keep it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. I am Harini from Sigma Metric Higher Secondary School. My doubt is why astronauts are staying in the top of space capsule instead of bottom of the rocket.
They will burn at the bottom. Bottom is burning. You asked a question, you should not have asked. See, when a rocket is burning, the bottom is burning,
Yes, sir.
And then you are separating out the first booster itself. If the fellow is sitting in the bottom, then he will be separated, then he cannot go. So finally, the last stage, like a satellite, it goes to the top. So they are in the top. It is a silly question what you asked. Think before asking the question.
Yes, sir.
Now, anybody there from Neyveli? From any Neyveli question, Jawahar School or St. Anthony? Anybody there? Anybody from Kanyakumari? Any question, doubt from Kanyakumari? Any student? Anybody from Erode?
Yes, sir. One Bharati from St. Anthony. Bharati, you can.
Yeah. St. Anthony, one question is there. Ask Bharati.
You can talk, Bharati.
Okay. So there's no other question. So shall we stop?
Sir. Now only my microphone came to start audible, sir.
Okay. You ask Bharati.
Sir, my question about you can explain me the rocket equation, sir. I cannot able to understand the equation of the rocket, sir.
Okay, we will discuss later. It needs a lot of time to explain to you the equation.
Okay. Tarun. Tarun, you can unmute. Okay, sir. I think
we'll close the discussion. I would like to tell all the students that we have seen most of the things which are related to rocket science. So I think that we can complete this type of course for the time being, and some experiments can be conducted. That our Paul Morgan and Google, they design some experiments, model rockets and all. We can do that so that the understanding will be better. That's what I suggest.
Okay, sir. We will do it, sir.
Because I'm not available also next 2 weeks.
Sure, sir. No, okay, sir. We will take up, sir.
Okay.
We'll make them some kind of models to be prepared. Accordingly, we'll run some competitions. Sir.
Okay, right.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, children.
Yes, sir.
Is any teacher is there?
Yes, sir. Coordinators are there. Coordinators, you have any?
Coordinators, can you show your video? Can you switch on your video so that I can see who are the coordinators?
Madam, you can unmute and you can introduce yourself also, madam, and you can show them.
Good evening, sir. This is Shankari Lakshmanan from Pondicherry, sir.
Okay. Nice meeting you. So
Thank you,
you
sir.
are taking science class? Science?
Sir, I'm a freelancer and I'm passionate on teaching, sir.
Okay. Any other coordinator? Priya, Dr. Priya. You are from which school? Global School. Wales Global School. So you are also following all these classes? The sound voice is cutting.
Madam, your voice is not audible. Some network problem, I think.
So next coordinator? No, you don't have to speak. We are not hearing. Next coordinator? I just want to know how many of you are participating, so whether it is useful. So you tell Lakshmi Narayana, Shankari, tell how is it useful?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm very new to this particular program, especially for this module. I'm very new, sir. But I was having a pleasure to meeting you in the year 2021 when you have mentored Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Space Research Payload Cubes Challenge 2020. And from that moment onwards, I was passionate on following things pertaining to the space science. And I'm very passionate on teaching students, especially in aerospace, as well as for the civil services exams, sir. And I was with Gokul sir right from 2021, and that's a journey with you has started in learning things, sir. And pertaining to today's class, it was so awesome just because students, especially the students who are so passionate on learning about the aerospace, especially after Ms. Sunita Williams got struck in the International Space Station. So everyone had an eye on it, and it was really an eye-opening thing upon looking into your videos. And students, I was able to browse through the YouTube videos what you have taught for the past 5 classes, and it was truly inspiring the students to think bigger. And definitely, if this is going to be the synergy, and they will also have an idea on innovating things much better than what we people are facing the challenges in the present day scenario, sir.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I'm very great to have you all in this session, sir.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
I have taken class during the COVID time, no?
Yes, sir.
500 children, and
Or
50 children we have taken to Russia also.
Yes, sir. I was heard about it, sir.
Most of the students got exposed to space work in Bangalore, in Sriharikota. All these things we have done. Many people they interacted. They met the cosmonauts. They interviewed them. So it's a very enterprising. Some of them have joined engineering. We have got free seat for them. So like that, those guys are moving up in their ladder. But that team was very good. These government school students, they were very much interested, very deeply involved in the classes.
And one Bharati joined in MIT Aerospace, sir. She got picked last week.
Okay.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
I'm Clara Mary from Neyveli, sir.
Which school?
Neyveli Saint Anthony, sir. Saint Anthony's Neyveli.
Yeah. I came there.
You came there. Since our students are from the rural background, sometimes they feel difficult to follow that. But up to date, I'm following your videos in the YouTube. I'm taking notes and I'm motivating them. They are very interested, sir. Today's class is very awesome. I am learning a lot.
Then you have to teach the students. So
Yes.
the idea of teachers participating is to take on further in asking questions, making them to take interest, because the space is going to dominate for the future.
Yes, sir. But getting knowledge from you is very interesting. Your language is very simple, sir. Your explanation is very nice. We can catch it easily. We are very gifted, sir. That's all I can say. So I am very much after getting into this group. 24 hours I am thinking about this only, sir. I don't know why. 24 hours my mind is only in this. Whenever I get time, I will I am preparing the notes. I used to go to the principal and say about this. 24 hours I am really, I don't know. Next to God, I am always thinking about Rocket Group only, sir.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other teacher? Teachers, please speak.
Teachers, you can unmute and you can talk, ma'am. You can introduce yourself and you can give your remarks.
Jawahar School, nobody there? Neyveli Jawahar School.
Sunita, madam?
So totally, how many teachers are participating, Google?
Yes, madam. Still, I think your voice is cutting, madam. It's having some kind of. your voice is not proper, madam. Your network is down, I think, some signal. No.
Okay.
You can rejoin.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any other coordinator? So otherwise we'll close the meeting.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Maybe any coordinators are wanted to give their introduction, you can do it. Otherwise,
Ma'am, Miss Priya will, ma'am, you can leave and rejoin the meeting so that it will be good for you to speak, ma'am. We could experience some sort of lag while you're speaking.
Any other coordinator? Who don't want to speak? Coordinators. Okay. So I
Good
will
evening.
close that. I will leave. So,
Good evening, sir.
Who is that? Yeah.
Sir, I am Kavita from Gundur Subaya Pillai T Nagar Girls Higher Secondary School, sir. I am coordinating for 10 students who are from various schools, sir. They are attending the classes, sir. One is from Abu Dhabi, sir, Bright Rider School, and one is from Kumbakonam School, Magarishi Vidya Mandir. They are all attending the classes very sincerely, sir. They are very much interested in space science, and they are very blessed to hear your teaching. And I am also, actually I am a biology teacher, but I am very much interested after listening to your explanation. Everything is very interesting, sir. Um, all are very much interested when Saturday evening will come, when we are going to attend class.
You read things on space biology, because now space travel is going to be very important in the future.
Yes,
People
sir.
are now working out the biological aspects of space travel.
Sir, I am searching in YouTube. I'm seeing that Sunita Williams videos and all. What are the food they are taking? What type of food they are eating, and how it helps in their digestion, like that and all. I am seeing in YouTube, sir, so that it is very interesting for me, sir.
Okay. I think
Thank you so
we
much,
should conduct a value-added course to students, evening class, which should
Okay,
talk
sir.
about the space biology, biological
Sure,
aspects
sir.
of space
Yes, sir.
travel,
Yes,
all
sir.
those things you can talk to students.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, where
madam,
can
even you
I get
can.
the details, sir, about this biological?
All are there in the net. It is there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No, recently, our Subhanshu Shukla has done a lot of experiment on biology, ma'am. You can see the articles also.
Okay, sir.
It's
Okay,
all
sir.
microalgae, cyanobacteria,
Yes, sir.
many are there. 7,
Yes,
8
sir.
experiment is carried out.
Yes, sir.
Next week it is going to be published completely. You can see in our ISRO website also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you
He
so
is coming
much.
on August 17th, sir. So I think 17th to 23rd, there's a big celebrations is planned by Government of India, sir.
Where?
I think first I think he's meeting at PMO, sir. Maybe
No, in
Parliament.
Chennai, when is he coming?
He's coming Sriharikota, I think, sir. So each centers, there is instruction to plan for an event. So that we don't know, sir. They are going to plan it after his arrival. But Sriharikota, Bangalore, Trivandrum.
So our team members who are mostly from Tamil Nadu, so we can organize a group travel to Sriharikota to meet Shukla.
Sure, sir. We can plan, sir. Any other coordinators wanted to give your introduction? Otherwise, okay, sir. Maybe Shankari madam, you can give a closing note also.
Sure, sir, sure. And I thank one and all who have contributed your valuable time, especially Dr. Pillai sir, especially for your time, energy, and much more on it than educating students in this aspect, especially in your weekend private time. And we are very grateful to have a wonderful session with you, sir. And my foremost thank to you as a teacher as well as a mother. I feel so proud in making the children to be a part of this wonderful mission, as was said by Dr. Balamurugan sir in the initial note of last week meeting, that this particular program is eventually aiming for making the students to bag a Nobel Prize for India, especially in the tag called science. And we think that, as was once said by Gokul sir in one such meeting, when India is about to celebrate its 100th year of independence, our children are going to dominate ISRO as well as the world across. And for this, the seeds for sowing such an impactful things have been done by you for these many years together, sir. And on behalf of all the students, coordinators, and the team behind this particular webinar, I thank every one of us, especially Dr. Pillai sir, for your time and your knowledge sharing with all of us. Thank
And
you all, students.
Balamurugan and Gogul are the main pillars.
Yes, sir. Obviously, sir. We thank that, just because without them, without their masterminds, this would not happen. And our sincere thanks to all the parents who have contributed your children for making them to be the part of this particular wonderful mission. And we request every one of us to have the same sort of synergy throughout the mission. And even after the completion of this mission, keep learning and keep on learning for reaching greater heights, and to make India to feel proud about all your efforts and effortless services to be needed for the world to have a kickstart again. And with this closing note, I take immense pleasure in thanking all of you, and we all be meeting again with the same synergy for the next class, which will be getting published in the WhatsApp group. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, children.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, all the teachers, students. Our next class, I think we will inform you in the WhatsApp group. Balamurugan sir, want to say?
Gokul sir, can you also brief about 23rd program in case people, if they want to join also, they can join. So just brief.
No, that next week we will say, sir. It will be too early, they will forget.
Oh,
Next
okay.
week we will have one session and then we'll inform them. We will publish our invitation in our group also, so that they will plan.
Okay.
And,
Fine.
yeah.
Fine.
So that's a surprise meet. We can plan it for the children.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Shankar.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, coordinator.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all of you. So maybe I think tomorrow we may not have session. We'll inform you since Pillai sir is on travel. Next week, what is the session? We will post it in our WhatsApp group. So till then, thank you so much. Kavilan?
Yes, sir.
You can do your job.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I'm leaving.